the art thing continued. It starts at the highest echelons, where people who are super wealthy can afford to, and usually do, buy anything they want to. It's with them the trend starts. They'll walk into a time-honored auction house like Christie's or Sotheby's. They'll find an agent and they'll say, well, hey, what's hot? What's happening? Then they go look for this or that. And when they find it, they get all excited. They buy it. No matter what it looks like, they get to say they got the money, right? So this trend, say it's of a cow wearing sunglasses, and you can sell them like hotcakes anywhere in any major city in the world. And that's the attitude that a lot of those products are created with. But they are also mass-produced in China. They come in on a roll, 50 images, 100 images, or 500 images on a roll, usually for $500 for the whole roll. The product of people who sit at easels in aircraft hangars by the hundreds, sitting in front of something and making a copy of it, and they go home with enough money to have lunch, buy dinner, or groceries. Doesn't that bother anybody? Oh, hell no. It doesn't bother anybody. But at the highest echelons, these people get to decide what is art. And then it's keep up with the Joneses.
These days, that would be the Kardashian.
And then these trends grow and they spread all the way down through all of the other echelons from high society until they finally reach way out in upcountry suburbia in Iowa. And there, the local politician, who just happens to own a shopping center, decides he's going to open an art gallery. So he finds somebody who looks like what they're selling in the big cities. This perpetuates the whole copy of a replica of a copy of a copy of a copy of a replica. You know, a real expert, whether or not something that looks like it was a poorly painted door by Mark Rothko. Only an expert who's used to looking at that particular kind of specimen would be able to say for sure whether any of this stuff is legitimate or real. I learned too much when I was on the posse. So then all of these fads become popularized. It takes a long time to change or popularize a fad. And right now, it is expression over form, non-objective, abstract expressionism. Temper tantrums made with art material. That's what the market is right now. But why is that? And that's because the cost of real estate in the entertainment sections of major cities is very expensive. And the entertainment section, near all the restaurants and the entertainment and nightlife in a major city, is where any sensible art dealer would like to be. So they all congregate to illustrate the value of real estate in a major city as compared to Kmart. Let's say you're going to buy a comb. That comb will cost you 69 cents in Walmart. But if you're standing in downtown Tokyo, that same comb will cost you $50. That's just a fact. And the reason is the floor space, the square footage, is so expensive. Somebody has to be making sure that it's making X number of dollars per hour, 24/7, 365. That's just how it works. It's the same in the art business. The sales manager needs to control all of the wall space to make sure that it is producing sales at a regular perceivable, discoverable, plottable, and praiseworthy track record. This is the reason for the automation. This is the reason for the factories in China. They influence the public, and they have successfully hypnotized them into seeing this art. And, it's not that it isn't art. It is art. It is art. That's the state of the market. And that's because the real estate is so expensive. A good sales manager can downsell anything that comes into the gallery. It's automatically, oh no, we'd never be able to sell this crap in a million years. And then if somebody walks in and they happen to see it, they say, oh, well, that's the greatest thing since, Rodin's kiss.
Because
he intends to get the new art in the building for 25 cents, and then he wants to sell it for 25,000. That's just business as usual. Something else they inherited from the Chinese
BlackRock
business model. Profitability above all ethics and morals. So, then there's always the added effect that the periphery, the lowlife, the clingers, the tweakers, the drug addicts, the prostitutes, the bamboozlers, the flip-flop men, those are the people who live on the periphery of the art world and are usually closely affiliated with the art world. They are opportunists. They make good salesmen. Former prostitutes make fantastic sales people. They know how to ask for the check. I once heard one say, "Don't you get out of that chair, sir, until you've handed me your wallet." In just that tone, and he reached in his back pocket and pulled out his wallet. I never seen anything like that. But her sales record report was like the Los Angeles Yellow Pages. It was almost 3 inches thick. She had a closing rate of 97. Personally, I never wanted anybody talked into buying my stuff. The next thing we need to discover about the art game is the simple question, what is art? Well, is there anything that isn't art? That would be question one. Art can teach me, yes. Wow, I can see now that the possibilities are endless. Art really does enhance culture. The dialogue establishes whatever anything means that somebody made by hand. Every artistic creation made by everybody who buys and uses art materials every day, everything they make has meaning to them. Everything they make is a step in rejuvenating their own personal health, their own state of well-being, their expression as sons and daughters of a living God, whom they are. Being creative is their very nature. They're much like their Heavenly Father. And everything they make is art. So, is that a good answer? I think.
So, Patty and I would like to invite you to share this with others. Thank you.